Edward Carnby is still alone in the dark. He has not escaped as of yet, but maybe we can make some progress. Last time, we were being interrupted in our search for a library book. You know, the library is a place that's supposed to be peaceful. It's quiet. You can take your time. That's not what the gentleman in the library, however, wants for Carnby. He wants us to rush. He wants us to find a book right away. And I was having trouble figuring out what to do because of that. But I found what we need to do. I was on the right track. I just didn't actually get the exact thing I needed. Okay, what are we doing? This is what we're doing. I think he's going to be right here. This room's in the dark. I think our friend is like right here by the door. Yeah, there he is. All right, let's get over here. Let's put that down. Run around. Okay, you saw me looking at, like, a conspicuous part of the bookshelf, right? Like, right here. Okay, actually, we don't look at right there. Rather, we're going to say open search, but right next to it. There's a mechanism. See that? There's a mechanism to trigger. It's, like, in a non-conspicuous area to the right of it. I was rubbing myself against the walls, but not that particular one. Not that particular one. Okay, so there's a mechanism to trigger. How do we trigger it? Well, we figured out last time that we were probably going to use this false book for something, and now this is what we're doing it. There we go. I don't know if he's following us. I don't think he's following us. But, I mean, of course, there's something in here that's getting our attention. A talisman. Well, we can't use it. We could throw or drop put. So what are we doing with that? What do we do? What's doing that? Is it just me, like, walking up against this? Well, I gotta look around. Okay, it's only if I go right up to this. Yes. Yes, it is. All right, anything else in here? Oh, a dagger. That's a special-looking dagger. That one looks more normal. That one's also different. A parchment. I love a parchment because it means we get voice acting. Is that a second parchment? And a book? 2 books? Oh my god. We have so much voice acting in our future. Our near future. Okay, let's see what... Yeah, 2 books, 2 parchments, 3 2 books, 2 parchments, 3 daggers. It's a new game coming from Kataru Uchikoshi. We're all looking forward to it very much. Okay, this dagger is all wiggly. This one just looks like a kitchen knife. This one, well, it's like straight, but it's not wiggly. It's more stabby. I'm sure there's a reason to differentiate these. All right, parchment, what we got?
The Book of Yael, Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Well, let's learn about these rituals.
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath? It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He who goes in shadows protect themselves with signs of stone, carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch. The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion. It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
All right, well, apparently that talisman we picked up is pretty good, made out of Manar stone, and also avoid the perversion. But that's just, tips for later. I don't know if the perversion thing really is related. I don't know if that relates to now. Why does that keep happening? All right, that one is called Signs and Rituals. This next one is the second parchment.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
All right, we picked up 3 daggers. Tell us about them.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti, stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god being adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times, on night when the moon is full, in water that has been distilled 100 times, will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration.
Well, that's one of the knives we picked up. That's the one with the wiggly blade. So that one would send the vagabond back. If you're doing the sacrifice, you don't use that one. That one is bad for the vagabond.
The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
Okay, that's not one of the ones we got. That one's like kind of shaped like an anchor. We got wiggly blade, we got straight blade, and we got kitchen knife. That's not one of the knives we picked up. Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. We don't actually want to perform a sacrifice, do we? Having a knife that is, that, you know, the evil gods might not like, though, that could be useful for us. Okay, we got 2 books.
Juan Luis Jorge, De Biblioteca, Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang.
Are we doing this again?
The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces.
Yes, thank you for not reading the whole thing, and which would deal me damage, as we saw with an earlier book.
I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azif's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon.
Yeah, we heard an excerpt from that earlier.
Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
All right, books are dangerous. And we have one more book.
Ludwig Prien, De Vermis Mysteriis.
Oh, this is one of the bad ones, isn't it?
Nomine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De vermis mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum innominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et.
And that's the whole thing. Yes. I see. Okay, that's not damage. That's just kill you instantly. That's just kill you instantly. That's even more powerful than that Necronomicon excerpt that we read. That did a good deal of damage, but it was only just damage. That one was just instant death. Well, okay. Well, now we know, and knowing is half the battle, and all that. But of course, knowing being half the battle doesn't matter too much if you don't survive the battle to begin with. But we can just get that again real fast. Oh yeah, that's right. Room is in the dark. Around here. Use our false book. In we go. Pick this up. Get sound effect. Get all this. All right. Now let's save a game. We don't need to read those parchments and books over again. The important thing is that we have this talisman. We can't use it for anything at the moment. We have 3 daggers. One of them appeared in one of the books, and it said that, I guess evil doesn't like it. We can equip it. Alright, let's see if it works. Alright, where is he? Okay, come on. I'm gonna swing this, and if you walk into it, it's your own fault. Hey, it worked! Well, our library friend's gone. Unfortunately. But he wouldn't leave us alone. We needed to take some time to search for books, and he wasn't letting that happen. He wasn't letting that happen. Alright, so we got to the library secret room. We got the stuff in there. We have our magic knife, and we have a talisman. Don't know what that does, but we have it. Now, I'm not sure about this, but I think we've unlocked all the rooms in the house. And I think we've unlocked and searched all the rooms. We found all the items that we can pick up. So we might be done with the house. Because the next thing to do are those caverns, and, like, that bridge collapses when we go in there. So... Cannot carry... Okay, no. Can't carry that. So we might actually be done with the house. Like, when we go back into those caverns, I should probably treat it as though we're not coming back. So I probably want to take my rifle. Let me go back down to the bottom. Let's see. Probably empty out some of my inventory here. I mean, I probably don't need any of the documents. Could possibly be there's like a clue in one of them as to a puzzle downstairs. Could always be the case. But I mean, if that's the case, I could always just load up a game here and look at the whatever the I never found a use for this poker. Never found a use for that. We can put this down. I know that. Can I pick up my rifle? Yes. All right. Now, I think now we're actually going down caverns for real. That's what I'm feeling. All right, I'm going to equip my rifle. I've been informed that if I fall in the water while holding the rifle, it becomes useless. So, probably should use my rifle now. Well, that's where I need to go, isn't it? I know where to go here. Hello? I'm just kind of hanging out there. What's happening on the other side here? Okay, good. We should probably save pretty often at this point. Now a friend is going to be coming this way. Yep, okay, I fell in the water. Can you avoid that? I certainly can't run past that. Carnby, please run. How much? Okay. Yeah, that was a considerable amount of health lost. I think he hit me twice, so that'd be 3 hit points per hit. Can I jump over that? Oh, I can. Okay, here comes this guy. 2 more shots left in the rifle. Then we don't have to worry about that anymore. Uh-huh. Is he too low? Okay, no, I hit him that time. There we go. Right, so this is as far as I've gotten. We know if I try to jump off, that thing's gonna kill me, so let's try to shoot it. Does he shoot twice whenever I shoot? As I'm not intending to shoot twice. It seems like I only hit him once. He's not flinching from that. Okay, did kill him, but I missed one. And I don't actually know how valuable it's going to be to save a bullet at this point, but... There we go. Now, we can jump without getting harassed. No. Oh, there's more, huh? What would you do if you used all of your bullets before now? Like, someone might have been tempted to use their firearms on enemies in the house. Do you even have any options? If you did that? All right, I have not been this far. Guess there's nothing there. Well, looking at what this tunnel looks like, I would assume the worm is still going to be around. Because this looks like a worm-made tunnel. Can I look at that? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, we can tell that that bridge is going to collapse as I run across. This one will also collapse, but it's small enough that I can jump. It leads me down to a lower one. I guess let's try... Well, and there's also something over there. But... I mean, I guess there's only one thing to do. Let's give it a run. Gotta find out what's over there before we can do anything. Oh, it didn't collapse. Alright, do I want to use bullets on that, or will it be close enough to use a sword on? It's not even attacking me. Okay. Was not sure what was happening there with the perspective. Oh, Well, that didn't work out too well. Okay, that collapsed now. And that got that guy's attention. All right, well, perspective is hard. Maybe don't even bother with the bird and just run across as fast as we can do it. Down there. Down there. Oh, that guy's coming. We can jump up here. I would appreciate a change in camera angle at this point. But I think we're gonna do it. Okay, we did it. I'm gonna save this game because this treasure chest is probably gonna kill me. I assume that the key I have, the key I got from the dancers... Yeah, that did it. Ooh, a gem. And a book. Is the book gonna kill me? Okay, gem. I don't have the option to use, only throw or drop put. Will the book tell me what the gem is?
Memoirs of a Lost Soul.
No author?
The mask must fall. You who discover this manuscript understand this. I am here at your side. I am waiting in the darkness of my crypt. Soon you will belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document. I have lived for 3 centuries, and my name is Ezekiel Prext, or Elijah Pickford. You may choose which to call me. I do not hide out of fear. My power is immense. I have sailed the 7 seas. My ship, the Astarte, spread terror through all the continents. The corsairs judged me like the Welsh judges of 1620, but they could not destroy me, and neither could the pirates. Now, I am immobilized. Damned Yankees! Witchcraft, voodoo, and the Cthulhu cult. I know them all. I have reigned and implored the stones. Only the Chthonian haunts the cavern and resists me, but he dare not attack. I have need of a living body to regenerate myself. The Heartwoods managed to escape from me, but you who are reading these words, you will yield to my embrace. I hear your ragged breath. And smell the stench of your fear. I have vanquished death. I built Derceto. I know what it is to wait. Cthulhu helps me. My servants will lay you upon the sacrificial stone. My roar will rend the night. You will be mine, and I shall reign once more. Come to me.
Wow, that's one hell of a love letter. All right, I guess we see that the villain, the fiend in this game is Pickford, who we read about dying in a fire when the house burned down, the house that we've been in. And I guess he's some kind of immortal? So he didn't die, but he's stuck down here, and he needs a human body to regenerate in. And that's why, I guess that's what he wanted to do with Jeremy, and that's why Jeremy killed himself. But, Carnby's here, so hey, new body. What's this back here? I'm not getting anything. Looks like a rock. Can I push? Oh, I can push, okay. We have some items on us, and we don't know what they are. We have this gem. We have a talisman. We know where our enemy is, like this immortal slave owner pirate guy who's stuck down here, who wants to get in our body. Whoop. Is this a thing here? Oh, a mechanism. All right. What about our gem? No. What about our talisman? No. Our poker? No. I don't know if our other objects are actually going to do anything with that. This dagger? No. This dagger? No. We already tried the talisman. This dagger? No. All right, well. Maybe we just can't open it yet. We do have somewhere else to go. Uh-oh, room's in the dark. Oil lamp. Oh, really? Well, I guess now we really are alone in the dark. Well, nothing's happening. Is that just like a wall? I guess it... Yeah, I guess so. I'm hoping that all we're looking for here is an exit. Okay. That kind of looks like a door. Well, let me just remember that. Okay, that's a dead end. I don't think I have anywhere else to go. I would have to put this down, I think. There's a mechanism. Gem? Gem. Can I put the oil lamp down? I can. You know, people have said that the original concept of Alone in the Dark was that you were going to have like 3 matches for light and the entire house was going to be completely dark. So that's why it was called that. You know, I think that we could be pretty happy that that's not what is actually what that's not actually what the game was. Still got water. Is the water friend here? Water friend is... What? Is that tree shooting fireballs? Okay. So both water friend appears and tree starts shooting fireballs. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Whoops. I fell. Did I say... I don't know if I got hit by that. Let me see. No, I didn't. Still had 11. Alright, do I just try to want to get over to that left platform? Like, it doesn't actually matter if I get wet, does it? The lamp goes off. Yeah, okay. He's just gonna just keep hitting me. That's the problem with that. Oh, nothing happened when I fell here. Oh, no, that's not actually what I wanted to do. Oh, it's so hard to see. Okay, no, he's just automatically turning around and going back up. I'm not actually intending to... Oh! He can get hit by the fireball. Fireball killed Waterfront. Oh, no, it didn't kill him, but he got hit by it. Alright, oh, I can climb on this. Oh, hey, look where we are. Mechanism. Look where we are. This is where we die. I use my gem. I don't suppose talisman? No, this is not for the talisman. That's not even that's not the shape of the talisman. I don't have anything that's that shape, I don't think. All right. The only other place to go is to that tree. But the tree shoots fireballs. How can I stop it from doing that? Fortunately, they don't, like, he's aiming them at me, but they don't home in. Can I kill that guy permanently with fireballs? Oh, he's done. He is done. I wonder if he drops something. All right, let me just back up here. Save again. All right, well, that's one thing out of the way. Oh, no, hold on. I guess there's more than one. Fireballs do kill him, but there's more than one of those guys. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, I didn't actually get hit. So I wonder if he just keeps respawning, or if there is a limited number of those guys. I feel like they're probably just gonna keep coming. I feel like they're just infinite. So I guess probably what I should do is just immediately after one dies, then go for it. What am I going for? I'm not really sure. Alright, do I want to get on that platform? Because that platform is where the fireballs are coming from. Anything on the other side of this tree? Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like I can get to the backside of the tree. Oh no, I can walk around it. There just isn't anything there. A hook. Was that the guy? Just warp into position on the platform. Okay. Get up to the sacrificial platform. Try not to get hit by fireballs or hit by Green Man. Take hook. I don't suppose that works up here. It does. Okay, that's this room. That was the locked door we saw before. Oh no, I still have hook. I still have it. Is there anything... What else can we use the hook on? Actually, I don't remember how I remember the screen, but how did I actually get here? It looks like there's like a rock blocking me. Was that not there before? This is just the maze, isn't it? Yeah, that's just the maze. But I would think that the fact that this door opens up is just, that's a way to get around the maze. So you do the maze once, and then... Did I miss anything? Alright, so this whole thing, of course, resulted in us getting a hook. And by doing that, we could unlock this. There's still this... Is there anything else? I mean, there is the tree that's shooting fireballs. We can use the hook to get out of the room. Is there any way of dealing with the tree? Ow. 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 Well, I was saved by a fireball and then killed by a fireball. That guy has a lot of reach. Please run, Carnby. Alright, well... I do have one mysterious item that I haven't actually used for anything. And that... the altar kinda looks like it. No, not throw. That... not throw. Just chuck it at him. Carnby doesn't do anything halfway. He's not just putting it down, he's just throwing it right at the tree. Alright. Put talisman down. Oh? Is that him? Alright, it's there. Oh, Green Man's gone, and he's not shoot. No, okay, Green Man is still here. But he's not shooting fireballs anymore. Is that what I'm supposed to do here? Well, Green Man is still coming. He is a tree. The lamp is... No, that just uses the lamp. I throw the lamp. I should probably save before throwing a lamp. Oh, that was it. I have to give up my light source. Hold on. I have to get out of here, but first I can eat some biscuits. Num 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 num. Please run, Carnby. Is the way clear? No, that's still like that. Where did we come from? I know that we came from here, but how did we get onto this screen? Did I, like, drop down a ledge or something? Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. What? I don't... Okay. I just rubbed myself against it, and eventually got it. Alright, are there any monsters in the way? Let's see. The bat is not here. Well, the bird, bat, whatever that is. Green Man, I assume, is still down there. But if there's no bird bat, then that's fine. Doesn't really matter. I like that the dramatic music stopped for this. There's still the worm. Is Worm going to be in the way? Why not? That's why not. Oh, we didn't get, like, a sacrificial ending, though, because there's nothing to sacrifice to. Well, I had to see. Wait, how are we gonna get out? The bridge to the house collapsed. Was there an alternate way? Is there anything here? Oh, are we doing this again? I guess we're doing this again. Nope, that was completely wrong. But that guy's not coming. I don't think. Can we go this way? Oh, this is a way. I haven't done this. What is this way? Oh, that leads back here. I didn't actually go onto this screen. Is there anything here? We can't go through that. Is it just like a little corner? R&B, please run. Okay, is Worm still up here? So far, no. Hold on a second. I like that we get a good close-up of his face there. There's this screen. What is this screen? It looks like there's something here, but I don't have, like, explosives or anything. Oh, this is the hole that goes to the cellar. Wait, if I didn't knock these barrels away, would I be stuck here? Would I be stuck here at the end of the game if I had not knocked these barrels away earlier in the game? Is that really what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing here, Alone in the Dark? You gonna make someone replay the entire game over again if they didn't get the barrels out of the way? Alright, slowly walk upstairs. Oh, wait. How are we getting out? Is it the front door? I guess we'll try the front door. Hopefully the devil's anus isn't there to kill me. Oh, hey, are there spiders in here? I don't need that. I just want to know if there's spiders. Spiders are gone. No spiders. No, I'm pretty sure I can just leave all this stuff here. Alright. Front door? Yes, there's the outside. And we step on out. Oh, hey, it's our chauffeur. He drove us here at the beginning. What? Ah! The end! That's the end. We got out. I mean, what more do you need from the end? We got out. We drove away. We burned the house down. And we did it. That's Alone in the Dark. We did it. We won. All right. Well, I didn't expect there to be much more in the way of, like, dialogue. Because some people said that there was actually no difference between the two characters after you began the game. So I didn't actually expect there to be any more, like, specific dialogue. But that was a little abrupt. It was a little abrupt. We've seen the intro before. Let's just remind ourselves why these two people went to this house to begin with.
On my door, a dull brass plate says, Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day. When an antique dealer called Gloria Allen contacted me, I slipped into my best shirt, holstered my .38, and got to her shop as fast as I could. I was expecting something sordid. Blackmail, probably. Boy, was I wrong. What I was asked to do was visit a property called Derceto and find a piano in the loft.
Yeah, the piano. That's why he goes there. There's like a piano in the attic. We find Jeremy Hartwood's suicide note behind it, but that's all. I don't think there was anything else that was special about the piano.
It was an old piano with secret drawers. The kind people who buy stuff in antique stores go crazy over. The Derceto house is supposed to be piled high with classy junk. Furniture, books, paintings. It looked like whoever owned Derceto was about to get cleaned out.
Why does he pronounce paintings like that? Furniture, books, paintings. Doesn't think too much of fine art.
I was going to bring up the subject of money when Gloria Allen handed me $150 and a key. I kept myself from grinning at the thought of my banker's surprise. He doesn't like his victims getting away.
Well, with $150, he's going to be able to pay himself out of debt.
I looked over a copy of the police report. The former owner of Derceto, a guy called J. Hartwood, had hanged himself in the loft. The coroner concluded it was a clear-cut case of suicide. I promised Gloria Allen I'd give the place a look over.
He sure did.
My report will be ready in a couple of days. I've been reading up on the history of the old house. It's the kind of place ghosts run away from in terror. Grisly murders, curses, lunacy. Luckily, devil worship makes me smile, so this is my idea of a paid vacation.
I wonder if he smiles about it after this whole thing. So this was his context going here to find a piano and look at it. And then, like, all this happens. All right, let's take a look at, let's take a look at Emily's intro.
The attorney's letter came as a deep shock to me. My Uncle Jeremy had died by his own hand. The coroner's report was unequivocal. He hanged himself in the loft.
Right, so she has a more personal connection, since she is the niece.
Initial surprise and distress past, I considered the news. It seemed clear that Derceto had exercised a thoroughly morbid influence on my uncle's mind. That creaking old mansion with its unusual tales, its secret library door, the ancient upstairs clock, all those occult books that my uncle could not resist reading in spite of his fragile nerves.
She already knew about the secret library door. I guess she had been there before, perhaps? And she also knows about, these strange books everywhere. Also, upstairs clock. I don't remember there being like an upstairs clock that was notable.
Fate had pointed its finger. Derceto had trapped its prey. Mr. McCarthy, the family lawyer, suggested selling the old house. I immediately opposed the idea. My duty is clear. I must go to Derceto. I tremble at the thought of those dark corridors, those brooding portraits. Yet I am convinced that Uncle Jeremy left a note, a letter of some kind explaining his fateful decision.
Yeah, and she finds it immediately in the first room.
I remember his voice saying, "Look at the piano, Emily. Look harder. Maybe the secret drawer will yield up an explanation. I have the feeling things will not be so simple. Life is a mystery containing more mysteries. Jeremy taught me that much." Now is the time to confront the mysteries. Derceto is waiting for me. I pray that my fear is nothing more than the fruit of my imagination. Nothing will ever persuade me that my uncle was insane. But why did he, according to the police report, block the loft window with the old wardrobe?
Yeah, we're getting all kinds of hints in Emily's intro, suggesting that we block the window. All right. Well, you know, it's funny that Emily has a much more personal connection to Derceto and Jeremy and knows of its secrets beforehand. And Carnby really is nothing. Like, Carnby has, like, no connection, and he's just there to look at an antique piano. He's kind of like, there's really no reason he's in the game, but he ends up being the main protagonist of the Alone in the Dark games. Even though this was really much more of Emily's story, I don't know if Emily ever shows up again in any of the other games. I know Carnby is in all of them. But, okay, yeah. That's our playthrough of Alone in the Dark. I liked this quite a bit. I had a real good time playing Alone in the Dark. You know, obviously, it is ancient. Like, if you're comparing this to early survival horror games like Resident Evil, this just feels real ancient in basically every respect. But it is funny just how many similarities there are. I thought it was funny at the end of the game when I had burned the tree. It was almost like a self-destruct sequence. It's almost like we should be hearing a voice saying that the self-destruct sequence had been activated and that we need to leave. We did not hear that. And also, as we got further up into the house, it seemed to forget about the whole thing as the music and, you know, effects stopped. I guess that's fine. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked just how... I mean, it takes some time to get used to it, like how the game controls, how the fighting works. Just how you're expected to die repeatedly, quickly, and like in every room, and that's why you can save anywhere. Like, this game would not work at all if it had Resident Evil 1's system about limited saves, like getting the ink ribbons and then using the typewriters. That would not work in this game. Like, the fact that this game works is based entirely on that you can just save anytime you want. But once you get past, you know, that point and figure out how the game works, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I like how chaotic this was. How, like every room just had something different waiting to kill you. There's not really a theme here. There's zombies, there's ghosts, there's ghost dancers, there's spiders, there's angry rats in the basement, there's the giant worm, there's water monster, there was that one guy we had a sword fight with, there was a cigar that tried to kill us, there was a floor that would not hold our weight. There are the weird zombie chickens, whatever they are. There's bathroom monster. I never killed him. There were the paintings that threw stuff at us. You could die from reading a book. And all of it was being led by an evil guy in a tree. A guy who had turned into a tree. I remember one person mentioning that it kind of reminded them of Evil Dead and how chaotic it is. But you know what this reminds me of is Hausu. Just the sheer chaos of the house is something special. And, you know, I know they're doing the remake of this, but I'm sure the remake is going to take this a lot more seriously, and I kind of doubt it's going to capture the feeling of chaos of just everything in this house trying everything it can to kill you at all times. It's probably not going to be like that. I am interested in seeing what the new remake's going to be like, but I doubt it's going to have that same feeling. I did like that despite all the chaos, it did make its own sense. It did make sense. Like, there was nothing that I felt... Like, there were some things like when I found the mechanism in the library, I was annoyed that there was no visible indication that the mechanism was there. But the idea that there would be a mechanism somewhere that we would use the false book, I mean, that was pretty clear, I thought, even though it was hard to find it. But I felt like a lot of the solutions... As crazy as the game seems, I felt like everything made a kind of sense. Even at the end there, when we're standing in front of the tree, and I'm wondering, what do we do with this tree? Burn it? I tried using the lighter, and the lighter only worked on the oil lamp. But the oil lamp did have an option to throw, and right there at the end, it suddenly made a lot of sense to me that the thing that we would use to kill the final boss is our light source. It seemed like a thing that a game would have you do. And that ended up being actually the solution. Yeah, I thought this was a really fun game. I thought this was a really interesting game. Fun once you get past how it controls. I remember I tried this out for a little bit many years ago, but this was after Resident Evil. And I had a very bad first impression of it because, again... I heard that this was the predecessor to Resident Evil, and I had played Resident Evil, and then I played this, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I stopped. Did not play this very long. But I'm glad that I played through it now, because I had a very good time playing it. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was very interesting. Just new surprises in every room. Weird solutions like throw this heavy statue at the suit of armor, just chuck it at its head. I liked the texts, the dramatic voice acting, and that's a funny thing, talking about the inspirations that survival horror takes from this game. I mean, that even includes the text logs, because all survival horror games have text logs. Resident Evil 1 had text logs, and we got a whole bunch of them here, even voice acted. Well, I mean, I guess the original floppy disk version did not, but the CD version, I think, had the voice acting, which is what we're playing here. Ow. Yeah, I can see why people were impressed with this game when it first came out. I can see why it went on to have sequels. And it's puzzling as to why the reboots are nothing at all like this. I mean, I guess we'll find out more about those, because I did say earlier that I am playing the reboots, and the next one up is Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Going back to that, which is funny because, you know, Resident Evil took inspiration from this game, and The New Nightmare quite obviously took a lot of inspiration from Resident Evil. So the game seemed pretty good. In the tryout, it seemed all right from what I was playing. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna play through that. I'm gonna have to look up to see if there is a reason to play through it twice. There were differences in the tryout when I tried the different characters. There were some differences. So it might be that's a dual playthrough. I'm going to have to find out about that. And then after that, of course, is going to be Alone in the Dark 2008. So, experiencing the different eras of Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark 1, Alone in the Dark The New Nightmare, Alone in the Dark 2008. And of course, there is the new reboot coming. So, that's been our playthrough of Alone in the Dark 1, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, I do tend to have a soft spot when it comes to DOS. DOS, you know, when you play a DOS game that you've never played before, there is a tendency for them to feel very rough, and it's very hard to figure out how you're supposed to play it. but I feel like once you get past that part, there is some real good stuff in there, and I enjoyed playing Alone in the Dark and throwing that oil lamp at the slave-owning immortal tree, burning him down. I thought Derceto was going to burn down. It didn't. Like, the fire seemed to be contained to that tree chamber. The house itself was still standing in the end. I thought, like, the whole thing was going to burn down, but it did not. But anyway, that's Alone in the Dark 1 for DOS. Not the first survival horror game, because a lot of people consider Sweet Home to be that. But a game that absolutely was a heavy inspiration for many survival horror games that came afterwards. Had many sequels and reboots. And we're going to be trying out the first reboot with Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. But for now, we're saying goodbye to Derceto with its pre-rendered backgrounds and its wonderfully low polygon characters. You could get a cut. You could cut yourself on Emily's nose or Edward's mustache. Cut yourself on those. That's been Alone in the Dark.